Do you know how many sayings there are on money? Money is just about everything. It makes the world go round, but it's the root of all evil. It can't buy happiness, but it's required to buy literally everything else. To some people, money is life. And to people like Ethan, his life is held in the balance of money. Ethan owes a lot of money to people like President Kim, who has forced him to work in labor camps until his debt is paid. However, Ethan apparently hasn't learned his lesson. He's borrowed even more money from a crowd favorite, Heart Heater. Heart Heater may appear to be a simple loan shark, but he's more than meets the eye. Heart Heater surprisingly appears in the first episode, before even the likes of Dark, Sora, or even Giga. However, let's take a look where Heart Heater comes from. Welcome to the wasteland of the Lu Kingdom. A kingdom that was once strong and mighty, but now gone. Not abandoned, but destroyed. Frozen over, forgotten. Well, almost. We have a living link to this forgotten time. A noble. Not a king or a prince, or even royalty, but a man who lived in nobility. A man from a noble family who was in charge of the kingdom's finances. With jade hair and red eyes, the Quintaran line lives. However, not as a Quintaran, but as the loan shark known as Heart Heater. What happened to Heart Heater's early days in his entire kingdom? We may never know. However, I do believe the fall of the Low Kingdom, and even how Heart Heater became Heart Heater, lies with this person. Yes, a silhouette. A silhouette that has yet to even appear in the second chapter. A silhouette in fire. With the only context being that Heart Heater having a history with Dark? Not sure. However, I want to point out two things. Heart Heater has both of his eyes, so this happened before his Dragon Age. And he's in almost armor. It could be that the Low Kingdom was under attack. By who? Well, the silhouette could be it. Heart Heater was quickly put into armor and given a weapon to help defend his kingdom. But he was a noble who was focused on finances. He had no idea how to fight. He didn't know what he was getting into. He tried fighting, but he wasn't good enough. However, he wasn't killed. He was left alive. It could be that he was too weak to kill. It could be that the shadow or silhouette was sparing him, saying, "I hate wimps." Maybe is another way of saying, "You're too weak, get stronger." Sound familiar? A powerful figure destroying everything, but seemingly leaving one person alive? Sounds a lot like Sora and Ethan, right? I know I keep on comparing people to Sora, but look, we have one party with a history with another person. One party has no idea what that history is, but the other party is willing to risk everything for that person. I know I'm not crazy. Well, maybe I am, but there's something there. Anyways, this probably led to the downfall of the Lu Kingdom. Probably everyone and everything Heart Heater knew in his life is now gone, and now he has two goals in mind. To get stronger, and to find the woman. Heart Heater is a rare Dragon Knight. It's unlikely how he achieved this feat. It's likely that after the fall of his kingdom, he wandered into the territory of the evil dragon. Accidentally, of course. And maybe almost died there. However, it could be that the Dragon of Evil took pity on him, making him his apprentice, making him a Dragon Knight, letting him use a fraction of the dragon's power. We can even see this strength at play. Using a fraction of this fraction, Heart Eater is able to stop one of Tak's punches with a single hand, easily overpowering him. We also know that using full power, he barely lost against Ethan before he was ranked number 1. We're not sure what rank this is, but it's after 3 and before 2. That's how strong Heart Eater is. However, it seemed like he was stronger before. You know that woman I mentioned before? She is mentioned 3 times. When Heart Eater and the dragon reunite, right before Team Dark does the trial of the dragon, during a flashback, and during the trial itself. Heart Eater is one of the very few to do and complete the trial of the dragon, alongside the other members of Team Dark. The trial of dragon is something I go in depth with my videos on Sora and Ethan. But the general gist of it is that it's a trial that's meant to be impossible. As the evil dragon says, "Yes, my final trial. It is defeating the inner you that can never be defeated. It's a trial of contradiction, where you must win against someone you can't win. It's made to be impossible. It's made to be a contradiction." Not counting Team Dark, Hearteater was the person who completed the trial the fastest. All the trials have gimmicks that are custom made for each person. Ethan loses luck the further he goes in. Dark slowly gets worse and worse weapons, and Sora has a life system. We're not sure what Hearteater's gimmick was, but we know his final boss. Ethan had arms, a person that Ethan cherished deeply. Sora had to fight third-ranked Ethan, and Dark had him. Don't worry, I'll get to him eventually. Hearteater had her. That woman, that lady, he had to kill her to complete his trial. As the evil dragon says, "Hearteater, do you remember? The woman you have slain. What have you gained from slaying her?" Hearteater's trial ended with him slaying an illusion of the woman he sought after. The woman he probably loved. The woman he deeply cared about. He completed the trial of the dragon, all to leave. You see, after Hearteater became a Dragon Knight, he soon abandoned his master and his power. I say soon, but it's possible that it was multiple generations. We see during AU7 the descendants of the Brick family, the architects of the Lu Kingdom. The keyword being descendants. Hearteater was alive when the Lu Kingdom was. Becoming immortal is a package deal with a Dragon Knight. But that immortality and power was given up. Hearteater thought that the woman was more important. We see in a flashback that he gives up the chance for power and immortality for this lady, promising to come back when he finds her. Hearteater is his own person. He only cares about himself, only cares about what he wants. Sure, it's a little selfish, abandoning his master and someone who gave him power just for what he wants. He really only listens to himself. Except for one person, but I'll get to that in a bit. Hearteater leaves everything. We're not really sure where he goes. It's possible that using the remainder of his strength he does jobs, gaining money, till he becomes a loan shark, lending it out to people and cutting off their fingers if they don't pay him back. Eventually making Rim, a puppet with a soul? I'm not really sure about that one. Anyways, he eventually meets Ethan, loaning him money. You see, money is the most important thing to Hearteater. As he says, money is far more valuable than life. He doesn't care about anything. He doesn't care about who you are, what you do, where you come from. All he cares about is if you can pay him, if you have money. We see that he makes business transactions from both sides. During the PvP round of the combat tournament, we see Hearteater confronts Pua. He says, "Surrender. I do not wish to kill my business clients, even for a tournament. I'm giving you a special offer. A chance, rather, since you're one of my regulars." But he's also made deals with the complete other side. President Kim, someone I haven't really mentioned that often, but he appears early in the manga, comic, webtoon. Webtoon. We see that President Kim's avatar, Sad Smile, is making a deal with Hearteater, exchanging this cursed sword for gold. Hearteater doesn't care about you. He makes deals with the scummiest players to the loyalist servants. All he cares about is if you can pay him. He is no one's servant. He's no one's slave. He is his own master. Well, kind of. Hearteater doesn't listen to anyone. To gods and kings, to dragons and whatever Zero is. He does whatever he wants to. But there's one big exception. Out of everyone he follows one person. One kid. Dark. I have no logical explanation for this. If we're being honest, it makes no sense. Hearteater's character is all about being his own master. But he's also a person who lives up to his favors and promises. You see, whenever Dark would log into the game, he would immediately get killed by his family. Until, of course, he met Heart Eater. Heart Eater gave him protection, gave him a home, attention, love even. Heart Eater gave up so much for Dark, and we really don't know why. There are a few theories. One that makes enough sense for me to bring up is this guy, the guy that destroyed the Lu Kingdom, the one that called Heart Eater a wimp. Dark uses time magic, so it could be that Dark went back in time. However, it doesn't really seem like a Dark thing to do. I'll talk about Dark next time, but why would Dark destroy a kingdom? Why would he almost kill Heart Eater? Why would he call Heart Eater, someone who's like family to him, a wimp? But here's something. What if Dark went back in time to try to save the Lu Kingdom from being destroyed? He failed to protect it, but managed to defeat the threat that destroyed the kingdom, saving Heart Eater. It's not much, but it would explain why Heart Eater values him so much. He loved him before he loved money. But that's really only a theory. It has a few holes in it, but I'm talking about Heart Eater, the loan shark, the man who only cares about himself and money. You know what time it is. It's time to talk about the alignment chart. For the few that don't know, I've been applying hardcore leveling warriors to the D&D alignment charts. There's a playlist in the iCard, but spoiler alert, here is the current charts. And now it's Heart Eater's time. Heart Eater doesn't really care about anyone. He doesn't care if someone's good, evil, whatever. Heart Eater is only interested in himself and Dark, but that's an exception. Heart Eater is definitely a neutral character, dealing with both heroes and villains, not taking crap from kings and even the number 1 ranked player. That's why Heart Eater is going into neutral, or true neutral. And now there's one more. Probably the most important character. Next time we'll be talking about Dark. But like always, thank you for watching.